Hello, everyone. Bombini, and welcome to the Around Aruba the series. We are very excited to have you with us today. We have three amazing guests from three different properties. Well, two properties and one tour operator to talk to you today about what they have to offer. My name is Sharon de Vries. I'm from the Aruba Tourism Authority in Europe, and I will be your host for today. So, as I said, very excited to introduce to you our three guests, technically speaking, four. And the first one we would like to introduce to you from the absolute exquisite boutique hotel in Aruba, Boardwalk Boutique Hotel. Welcome, Shari and Kimberly.
Hi.
So nice to have you with us today. And also here on the screen today is Sabina Ray from Manchebo, Bombini.
Hi, thank you for the invitation.
And last but not least, a very well-known guest who is actually in the process of revamping Oranjestad. Welcome, Mark Benson from Aruba Walking Tours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
Lovely to have you all with us. Before we start talking to our guests, I'm going to take you through the island and give you some general information on why Aruba is a one happy island and why now is the time to consider selling it to your clients. So I think we will move on to the next slide. Not yet, not yet. Well, then I'll just give you, there we are. I think it's always nice to see a map of Aruba when I start talking about the island. So Aruba is located in the Lower Caribbean. It's a small dot on the map just off the coast of Venezuela. And what makes it so unique is that because it's situated in the Lower Caribbean, it is completely outside the hurricane belt, which means you can plan a holiday to Aruba all year round without having to worry about weather conditions somehow messing up your plans. As you can see, there's a big green dot there on the island. That is Arikok National Park, which comprises 20% of the island and is completely protected area. It's the place to discover Aruba's local flora and fauna. On the west coast is where you will find our premium hotels, high rise and low rise. On Palm Beach and Eagle Beach, award-winning beaches. In fact, Eagle Beach is in the TripAdvisor top 10 of best beaches in the world. You will find an array of beautiful hotels from branded chains to boutique hotels. And we're very happy to have two boutique hotels with us today to talk about their beautiful properties. You will find a host of water sports, restaurants, and beach bars on the west coast. And on the east coast, you will find the rugged Aruban nature with different bays, beaches, excellent spots for wind and kite surfing, and the perfect place to discover the rugged and more unspoiled side of the island. And in the very south, we have San Nicolas, the second largest city on the island, home to Aruba's Carnival, and now also a street art mecca, voted street art capital of the Caribbean by Forbes magazine. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the current situation in Aruba, which is actually very good. Aruba was only closed for a short period of time last year. It then reopened on the 1st of July, and it managed to remain open throughout with stringent measures, a really robust testing system, and now a vaccination rollout that is going really well, which means that by the end of the summer, 80% of the population should be fully vaccinated. And Aruba is currently in the top 10 of countries with the fastest vaccination rollout. So that's a really positive sign. And it also means that restrictions have been eased as of this month. The mask mandate is no longer in effect as long as you can maintain a 1.5 meter social distance. And there is no more curfew, and restaurants are open until 11. So it means that, you can move around the island freely and feel safe, and in the knowledge that there is very little COVID on the island and everything is moving in the right direction. Yet it is still the perfect time to travel because it's still relatively quiet. The beaches are relatively empty and you have lots of space to enjoy a social distance holiday. Now, one of the things we can't emphasize enough is that before you book your clients a trip to Aruba or yourself, is tell everyone to download the Aruba Health app. So right now, people who travel to Aruba still have to provide a negative test, which they upload as part of the online immigration card, which they fill out, or they can choose to get tested upon arrival at the airport, after which you await the test result in quarantine, either in your villa, apartment, or hotel room. Now, if you download the app, you will get the test result a lot quicker. It shouldn't be more than between 6 and 8 hours. Another really important feature of the Health app is that you will find a complete list of businesses that are Aruba Health and Happiness Code certified, meaning that they have basically complied with all the health and hygiene measures set out by the government. And we will show you a short video in a minute illustrating that. And last but not least, should you, we hope not, need medical attention or any kind of medical service, you will find all the contact details in the app. So it really is important to download the app before you travel to Aruba. Now, moving on, we're going to show you a little bit more about the Health and Happiness Code. Video is currently loading. Meanwhile, I can talk a little bit about it and tell you that last year, the Health and Happiness Code was launched by the Director of Public Health in Aruba in conjunction with the Aruba Tourism Authority and other stakeholders to ensure that businesses, especially those that are in the business of operating with tourists, would comply with stringent health, safety, and hygiene measures. So what they had to do was they had to go through an online checklist and fill out everything. And then when they completed that online checklist, an inspector from the public health department would come over, would do a thorough inspection, and then, with follow-ups, they would be awarded a gold seal. So when you're in Aruba, look out for businesses with the gold seal. Then these businesses are operating in a safe manner. Now, I'm not sure if we can still show you that video, but I hope you have at least managed to gain some information on what it entails. And if not, then we are going to start talking to our first guest. There it is again.
The safety for visitors and locals. Therefore, you would a list of companies receive the Aruba Health and Happiness Code up to indicates that the company has complied with all of the safety and cleanliness protocols set in place by the Department of Public Health. To find the list of establishments that have met these requirements, go to www.aruba.com/healthcode. We want you to enjoy a healthy and happy Aruba.
So that's the Aruba Health and Happiness Code in a nutshell. It's really good to know when you go somewhere that it's perfectly safe. And without further ado, I would like to reintroduce to you our first guests of today, the premium, beautiful, lush boutique hotel, Boardwalk Boutique Hotel Aruba, with Kimberly and Shari. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, Charmin, for having us.
Thank you so much.
It's wonderful to have you here, especially as everything is opening up from our end. In the Netherlands, Aruba was put back on the travel list, and we're hoping that soon the UK will allow visitors to visit the island as well. And we know that, since Boardwalk reopened, a lot of things have happened. And I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit about what Boardwalk stands for and what type of property it is.
Boardwalk is, it already exists since 1989. We're located on a former coconut plantation right here on Palm Beach. We're family owned, a truly local company, and for us, the goal is to give guests a true local, authentic experience. We recently reopened following an extensive expansion and renovation project, which was finished end of December 2019. And now we count 2 pools, fantastic beach service, gorgeous tropical gardens, and every casita has its hammock, barbecue, so you can really live the island experience when you stay with us.
Nice, nice. That sounds wonderful. Now, I know that when you renovated, you added new casitas to the property. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference between the different casitas that you have on your property?
Yeah, so we used to have 14 casitas, and we expanded with 32 in addition. So we basically grew triple in size, which is a big operation, obviously. But the nice thing about it is that it kept its charm, and it's really still a small hotel with 46 rooms in total. And we have different casitas, and they're super tropical, they're colorful. You feel that you really landed in the Caribbean, and that's the nice thing about it. It's basically like a little village. And these room categories, they start from a coco casita, which is a basic room, but they all have a kitchenette. We also have 1-bedroom casitas, and those are more spacious, where you have your bedroom separated from your living area. Also comes with a full kitchen, so it's about 75 square meters, if I'm correct. And then you have the patio area, where there's the hammock and the barbecue, like Kimberly already mentioned, that you have a full space outside as well, you know, so you can really have that airflow going. They're all separate units, so they're spread around on the coconut plantation. And that's the nice thing, that you really feel private, you know, in your own little house. Casita means small house, so it's really nice. And in addition to those different room types, we also created special ones. Let's say we are now, for example, in a plunge casita.
It looks amazing when I look at that.
And this plunge pool casita, for example, has it speaks for itself. It has a beautiful plunge pool in the garden, a private garden. Very romantic, different tiles, you know, different architecture, nice details about the room itself. And then we have, for example, also a coco casita with an outdoor shower and a beautiful mural that is hand painted by an artist. And there's as well a palapa lodge, which is a nice room type that is with a palapa roof. So these palm trees created, and it's a round spacious room, so you have a distant view to the ocean. There's a very beautiful classic bathtub in the middle. So yes, for everybody, different ones. And we also have 2 bedrooms, so there guests can even accommodate a family of 6 or 8 people. So there you have 2 bedrooms separate from your living space and kitchen. Yeah.
Wow, it looks really, really lush. What really captures my attention is that you have so many trees and plants on your property, and you've expanded with a lot more, right?
Yes, that's correct. We have 2,300 new trees added to the, or not new, trees added to the expansion. So it's truly a lush and tropical garden, and we're often complimented on the garden.
Wow, yes. So you actually had a landscape gardener really creating this beautiful garden.
We have been saving trees for many years to plant them once the expansion was taking place. To bring the coconut plantation back to life.
Wow, that's wonderful. Because you are only steps away from Palm Beach, yet when you're on the property, you can't hear any noise or anything, just the palm trees swishing. But steps away from Palm Beach, and you have your own beach, right?
Yes, correct. We have a beach area that is about 3 minutes away, so it's a very short walk. And the nice thing about it, it is located on Palm Beach, which is one of the most pristine beaches of Aruba. So you're really in the area of the island that has, a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of places where you can eat. And then you have our beach area, which is there with a couple of palapas that guests can reserve. There's a full beach service. So you'll have your chair there with its cushions. There's F&B service, so you can order your cocktail when you sit there. We provide towels. And then it's just a small walk back towards Boardwalk. And then you come back in this tropical oasis full of rest, So it's really close to the areas where you can eat something. We have our concierge, giving tips on where you should go to that are really personal from the heart. We've tested them ourselves. And, it's, so that part, people like it a lot because you're in this area where there's peace and tranquility, but you can also go towards that area
where the hustle and bustle is.
Exactly, yeah.
Both worlds. And I also saw that, if you want, you can even open up your laptop on your stretch of beach, because you also offer workations, right?
That's correct. We have a workation station available on the beach that we can set up if reserved, and also around the pool area. And earplugs are not mandated, but other than it's a fantastic space to work and impress your colleagues.
Yeah.
Great.
So is the workation like? What would a workation look like if you spent it at Boardwalk?
Well, you have an entire casita, so like a home away from home here, with the advantages of a hotel service. So you can count on daily housekeeping or concierge or our front desk team to take care of you and pamper you. And at the same time, you have all the amenities needed to have the possibility to work remote. We have fiber connection internet. We provide desk chairs, screen, keyboard, anything you need to be able to work comfortably in Aruba, so you don't have to drag everything along.
Oh, wow. So if you want, you can come out to Boardwalk and spend a considerable amount of time working.
Many have, yes.
Nice.
Paradise, yes.
So I know you also have a few other special packages and features. Another one is the Besties package.
That's correct. It came to life, especially during the pandemic, when we noticed that friends were separated, that especially singles were left out, they couldn't mingle. Therefore, we created a special package so friends from around the world or from the same town can come to Aruba and spend a lot of quality time together to catch up on everything that they had missed during the pandemic. And it's been great to see that Boardwalk serves as a reunion place where different units are booked so that guests can stay together. Even though we have a group policy that there's a limit to the number of casitas can be booked by the same group, but for small groups, we are the perfect intimate getaway.
And we were earlier just talking about how when you get to Palm Beach, you have so many restaurants to choose from, but you also have F&B on property, right?
Yes, that's correct. We work together with Eduardo's. They are our food and beverage partner. They have been renowned for decades on the island. They were the first ones that brought natural juices and acai bowls to Aruba. And they perfectly match, the cuisine perfectly matches the lifestyle of our guests. Of course, they have traditional continental breakfast as well, but they are specialized in vegan and gluten-free dishes and healthy dishes. And they are on site. They're open daily from 7:30 till 5:30, which includes a happy hour, of course, around the pool.
Oh,
and
lovely.
They do both room service and they have a window where you can order and take away, since a lot of our guests are island explorers. They love to go to Palm Beach, but many also rent a car, visit us at the front desk, get all of our tips and go out and about to see what Aruba has to offer. And nothing better than taking your acai bowl along in your cooler to a remote beach and start the day off.
Definitely. That sounds perfect. So So we talked a little bit about the F&B that you have in the different casitas, and a lot of people have been coming back to Boardwalk. What is the general feedback that you get from guests?
Well, what they say is they love the fact that there's an authentic experience here, you know, that they can really feel that they can wind down a little bit. They can really feel the local aspect, you know, and truly be in touch with their family or their loved one again, you know. So that's super beautiful. And we hear that a lot from our guests, that they can experience that with us. It's the design fact as well that we hear a lot. You know, the attention to details. Every little thing is thought of, you know, so that's really lovely to hear. Yeah, there's always a thought about it, you know. So we thought about it, and yeah, it's nice to see that that comes back. And further, the privacy part, that's really important. People feel that they have their own little house, like I said, that their lush gardens give them that privacy on their patio. They can swing away in their hammock. So yes, they can get in those little corners that we have all around the property and read a book, you know, enjoy some music. So yes, those things mostly.
Yeah, and lots of privacy and secludedness.
Yeah, absolutely. Wind down a little bit.
So just to round it off a bit, is there anything new or anything exciting that you are working on, or that you think people should know about Boardwalk?
Actually, the entire property is we still consider it new, as we launched it right before COVID. We only had a few months being open. So we're relaunching the entire property. We're still the new kid on the block on Palm Beach. And it's exciting to see guests discover Boardwalk, to appreciate something that is relatively a unique product within hospitality. We are barefoot luxury. We're not the typical type of luxury boutique hotel. We stand for genuine hospitality, kicking off your shoes upon arrival, walking around from your casita, no elevators. Everyone has their own staircase. It's just very friendly and approachable type of hospitality. And we are super excited when guests find us and when they value what we're putting out there in the hospitality world. So we're relaunching our product, our hotel, to the world.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Well, I'm going to have to round it off for now, but thank you so much for all the information and, you know, all the things you talked about. I think that, you know, for a lot of people, Boardwalk would be, you know, the perfect little piece of paradise. And I hope that our viewers are excited to sell Boardwalk to their clients, as the UK will probably open up soon. So thank you so much, Shari and Kimberly. And yeah, keep us posted on all the exciting developments at Boardwalk.
Thank you, Charmin, for taking the time and asking all these questions and for helping us spread the word. We hope to see you soon.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you.
Now, just a little teaser before we move on to the next guest to show you how lush Boardwalk really is. I'm seeing myself again. Well, I hope that we can still play that video for you at some point to show you how beautiful Boardwalk really is. I think the pictures already did it justice, but it would be great if we could show you that video as well. I think that we will get back to that, and that we will move on to our second guest. Let's see him here. Bombini, Mark Benson, welcome.
Thank you very much, Charmin, and thanks for having us.
Well, we're very excited to have you here as well because, we often feature hotels, but we also have some very exciting excursions and tours on the island and lots of developments to really enhance Aruba as a product. And I know that you have done a lot of different things in Oranjestad in particular. So today I would like to talk to you about the Aruba walking tours. And yes, if you could just introduce yourself and talk a little bit about what the walking tours entails, that would be great, because I'm sure people would love to know what they can expect.
No, definitely. About 4 years ago, we noticed through surveys that a lot of guests were not getting the real Aruba experience, getting info on the history, the ins and outs of the local heritage. So basically, we decided to create the walking tour. We started with a daytime tour, which is focused heavily on visiting monuments, statues, beautiful buildings, important buildings, but also combining it with meeting the locals. So going to a mom and pop shop for a local pasticcio, which is one of our local delicacies, visiting local small restaurants so that the guests can really get to know the Aruban people and also hear the stories of the history of downtown. There's a lot of history really close to each other, so really exciting to do that on a walking tour. And it's about 2.5 hours, really engaging with local experts. We don't call our guides. They're local experts. They know a lot about Aruba. And basically, a lot of guests mentioned that they really recommend this tour at the beginning of your trip. So let's say day one or day two of your trip, because it's a really good introduction to the island, and you can ask our local experts anything that you want, not specifically what they see on the tour, but in general about the island. Our local experts are very down to earth, and they can really answer all of these questions. And after some time, we developed the night tour, which is a food tour for the foodies. We know we have a lot of foodies in the world. Who doesn't like to eat? And basically, the night tour is more focused on the food and the different cuisines that we have represented by the different nationalities. So right now, it's already over 100 nationalities that live here in Aruba, and basically, we have many restaurants representing those nationalities. So basically, on this tour, it's like a world trip, but without taking the actual trip, but just walking with our local experts and exploring Aruba's downtown by night.
That sounds really incredible. I mean, it's already really nice to really engage with Aruba's history and local culture, but to be able to do it at night with different food stops sounds really incredible. And what type of so you said you like to stop at these mom and pop shops like the local pasticci, and do you also like stop at local souvenir shops maybe?
Yes, well, actually, we start the tour at the Cosecha building, which is basically a building where I believe more than 30 different artists have their local art. And with local art, I also mean souvenirs. So many things that are handmade, all made by local artists. They have a seal, so they really check that these things are made locally. And basically, the tour stops and ends there. So definitely, the guests have the chance to walk in either a few minutes before or after the tour into the Cosecha building and see beautiful items that were created by the locals.
Nice. That's definitely a nice way to bring back something really local and authentic from Aruba. Now, what if a private group would like to book a tour, let's say a wedding party or a family? Do you offer local customized tour? I mean, private customized tours as well?
Yes, we have seen that during the pandemic, we've seen a big rise in the ask for private tours. So basically, families wanting to do the tour on their own, and not mix with other strangers. Although in Aruba everybody becomes friends, but basically we have seen that grow a lot. So basically, if you're 5, 6 people, or even two, you just want to do a private tour, you can book that with us. The benefits of this is, of course, very small groups, but also we can customize it. So, for example, we have a lot of monuments, but we are not able to visit all. When we created the tour, the original itinerary was about 5 hours. So we had to cut down. So there are much more monuments downtown. So, for example, if somebody really only is interested in monuments, we can do a route that only shows monuments. For example, if somebody is maybe interested in politics, we can do more information on the government buildings that are there, the governor's office, So let's say all of those political stuff. If somebody's more interested in maybe the water, the ocean, things like that. So we can customize it based on their wishes, what they want to achieve out of the tour, and also the time. So normally our daytime tour starts at 9 a.m. But let's say if you want to sleep in, you want to start at 10, or maybe you want to do it in the afternoon at 4, we can do that for you.
That sounds really nice. That sounds great, because then you can, really tap into your own interest and learn more about the specific strand of Aruba's local culture. And here we see, someone serving drinks. So this is the food tour, I imagine.
Yes, this is the food tour. This is actually our last stop on the food tour. It's at an Italian restaurant, but the link with Aruba is that it's housed in one of the oldest houses downtown. It's about 250 years old. And this is the owner, Mr. Mauro. On the last stop, we serve a delicious surprise dessert for our guests, and it's accompanied by a nice dessert wine.
Nice. And with the food tours, is it one specific type of tour, or can you also customize it a little bit for private groups?
Well, with the food tour, we can definitely change some of the stops. So we have 5 great restaurants that are currently in the fixed itinerary. But let's say if somebody says, "Hey, maybe I'm not into the Cuban cuisine. I want to try something else." We have a few other stops that we can switch the locations basically to yeah. Let's say we have extra Peruvian, we have Asian, so we can swap up some of the cuisines.
Nice, nice. That way people can also tell you, what they are interested in, and what they would like to try.
Yep. Or
Um,
we've had, for example, people that did the regular schedule tour, and they really like the concept, and they know that there are a lot of restaurants downtown, and they said, "Hey, we want to do the tour once again, but 5 other restaurants." So we also did that once. So it's really easy to customize.
Now, I know that you've also opened up a new hotspot called Patio 15. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so basically, as we are a lot downtown, we were actually looking for a office for our company downtown, and I came upon a beautiful building, but it's a very big building. So basically, just for being an office, we would not be able to pay the rent. So we thought about some ideas and decided to make it a hybrid office. So basically, it's our office of the walking tours, but it's also a restaurant and an event space. So it has a very beautiful courtyard in the front patio. So basically, we revamped it, put some chairs, we added a kitchen in the building, and we have a backspace for private weddings, receptions, etc. And of course, then we still have our office in it. And basically, we're open 6 times a week, and it's a concept of tapas, locally inspired. So we really were inspired by local dishes like the kishiyana, like the pambati, the local fish, and we made them into a really nice presentation and combination. So, for example, one of our most popular dishes is the kishiyana taco. So we combine the ingredients of our kishiyana but on a taco. So we really combine local with international cuisines here, and we have about 35 different tapas. So you can really definitely get something to your taste.
So definitely a good place if you want to sample some local cuisine.
Yes, definitely. And in the weekends, we tend to have a little party. So we either have a DJ or a band. So let's say if you're looking for a more quiet sit down dinner, we would recommend a weekday. And as Friday and Saturday, it gets a little bit loud, but fun.
Cool. So people can also dance then.
Well, at this moment, with the pandemic rules, the ban on dancing has not been lifted. I believe, I expect in about 2 weeks, this will be done because they said when we are about 70 what percent vaccinated and we're reaching there. So basically, then we're dancing. But right now, we're dancing on our chairs.
So yes, dancing on your chairs, awaiting the freedom to dance again
Yes.
soon. Well, that's great because I'm sure a lot of people, especially in Europe, would love to come to Aruba to dance, and to do stuff that maybe they can't do back home yet. So I
Exactly.
think that
Exactly.
that would be great. Now, just briefly before we round off, since you have been investing a lot of time and funds into revamping Oranjestad, how do you what vision do you have, or how do you see Oranjestad developing? What would you like to achieve?
Well, basically, I am also supporting other business persons that are interested in downtown. It's not something that one person or two persons can do. It has to be multiple persons at the same time going in. And we do see that different bars, restaurants have opened during the last 3 months. We have a new condominium building that has about 100 units that also made its grand opening. So you see a lot of companies investing now more in downtown, and I believe in about 1 to 2 years should be a big difference with much more traffic and getting the tourists to explore more than just Palm Beach.
Excellent. Now, that sounds like a really good idea because even
Mhm.
though the beaches in Aruba are award winning, if you want to, get a taste of what Aruban culture is really like, the downtown area is not to be missed. So, Mark,
Definitely.
thank you very much for your time and for talking about, the walking tours and all the exciting things going on in Oranjestad. Keep us informed, and I hope that our viewers will have enough inspiration to also recommend their guests not just stay around the hotel, but also, go on a walking tour and visit Patio 15.
Definitely. What we are seeing a lot of our guests, they're staying a few days in Palm Beach and a few days downtown. So that's a trend that
Oh, that's interesting.
we're very happy with, and as that they can explore a lot also by walking distance. No, but thank you for the opportunity. Our website is arubawalkingtours.com, so everybody can get more information if they would like.
Definitely. And you're also active on social media, right?
Correct. Yes, Aruba Walks.
All right. Thank you very much, Mark Benson. Now, moving on to our next guest. Well, actually, before we do, we're going to show you a short video because after all that walking in the heat in Oranjestad, there is only one thing you really want. And Frank Kelly is going to tell you in Papiamento exactly what that is.
Language. Servicio means cold beer. So, you're chilling at the beach, taking in the warm Aruban sun, feeling the Aruban vibe, and you get a little bit thirsty, grab a cerveza frio. I bet the cerveza frio is good right about now, huh?
Definitely. I don't know about you, but it's 28 degrees here, so I would definitely love a cold beer right about now. Before I do, though, I want to introduce to you our final guest of the beautiful Eagle Beach located spa and wellness resort, the one and only boutique spa and wellness resort on the island. Welcome, Bombini Sabina Ray from Manchebo Beach Resort and Spa.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. And I'm going to invite you for a personal invitation for once you're here, we'll come and have a cold beer here in Manchebo.
Oh, that would be lovely. I mean, there really is no greater beach, I think, than Manchebo Beach. It's just so beautiful and it's always quiet. Even on a Saturday, you can just lie there and you feel like you have it all to yourself.
Yes, correct. So Manchebo is actually, it was built in 1966 and it's located on the White Strand Beach of Eagle Beach. And it's a 4-star luxury intimate boutique hotel, which offers 72 rooms, deluxe garden view or ocean view rooms. And yeah, we offer a wellness experience as well as a romantic niche market for a lot of couples and honeymooners that like to stay here. So we are very open for various types of groups and anybody that's here for a relaxing and rejuvenating type of vacation.
Now, I know that you've recently undergone some major renovations. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, of course. So we actually started with a whole new welcome experience, as we like to call it, starting with our new lobby and reception area. So we have a new lobby as well with the higher ceilings, which has a very more grand type of feel when you walk in. And we also have a new lobby store, which will be opening very soon, which will have a local aquatics company called Retio Sports. And then we also have our concierge desk where guests can also always pass by to have any excursions books with our guest relations coordinator. And lastly, we also have our local car rental company, Top Drive, which is also located in the lobby area where guests can conveniently go and book a Jeep or whatever type of vehicle that they are interested in for their stay or for a couple of days. And with that, we also have a new hospitality lounge, which we also are very excited to showcase today. It is very new; it's only a couple of weeks old. Or new, or sorry. And with this lounge, it serves as a relaxing hideaway where guests can come and relax and unwind on the comfortable and sofa with the contemporary island decor, or they can get some work done by the desk. We have complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the entire resort. So this is also a very private and quiet place where they can also get some work done. And we also have a full functioning shower as well as restrooms for guests who maybe have a later flight during the day. They can come and use the local amenities that we have here and then come and refresh themselves before departing for their late flight.
It looks really beautiful and really peaceful and, lovely place to relax. So this is one of your new signature features on the property, right?
Yes, correct. So this is a new addition. We're constantly renovating and updating Manchebo piece by piece. So this is one of the newest additions. It's called Bill's Hospitality Lounge, named after our chairman of the board, Bill Crona. So we're very happy to showcase this and are welcoming any guests to come when they're here at Manchebo to come and see the local amenities that we have in there. We have local pictures taken by Elisa Lejue. We have the designer Adrian Hoyes and who is architect designs, which designed the whole concept behind the hospitality lounge. So we're very excited to showcase this.
Nice, nice. Now I know one of the things that Manchebo, as it's such an important part of wellness, is known for is its culinary offerings. Could you tell us a bit more about, what type of food people can expect to sample at Manchebo?
Yes, so we also have a very wide variety of restaurants. We have 4 restaurants located on Manchebo. We have the Ike's Bistro, which is open for breakfast, and then at night it becomes a more of a Mediterranean and Caribbean type of cuisine. We also have the Pega Pega Beach Bar and Grill, which is open for lunch, and then we have our very friendly staff, which will host you for a happy hour, and we have the Omakase Japanese Sushi Bar, which is self-explanatory. It's sushi and Japanese type cuisine. And then lastly, we have the Chop House, which is more fine dining also. So we also offer various packages, including an all-inclusive package. So here we really have an option that guests can choose from. So every night will be something different.
And you really are, in my experience as well, you really are known being very forward thinking with your food offerings and also offering a lot of vegetarian and vegan cuisine as well, right?
Yes, correct. We're also very open for working with all type of dietary restrictions. Our chef usually likes to sit down with the guests to have a one-on-one contact with them to ensure that we are doing our utmost best to ensure that all of their dietary restrictions, or if they are vegan or gluten-free, is all noted down, and we will make sure that all of the food is well prepared for them. And so, yeah,
And
with the, oh, go ahead.
I recently found out that you also have your own vegetable garden.
Yes, that's also like I like to always showcase that when I'm doing the site inspection. We have an herb garden, as we like to call it, where our chef goes and picks out fresh cilantro, oregano, and then we also recently also added a beehive, so we have fresh honey as well.
Wow. And have you started producing a lot of things with the honey from the beehive?
Yes, I believe the chef always includes it in the dishes, and I believe they're trying to update the desserts menu as well. So I'm eager to get a little taste of how it's gonna be.
Nice. Now we, of course, talked about, you mentioned that you can book like a wellness holiday or romantic holiday at Manchebo. When we talk about wellness, what kind of facilities and what kind of things can people engage in when they go for a wellness holiday?
Yeah, so Manchebo does like to market ourselves as a um, leader in a wellness resort. We offer a very wide spread of yoga classes. We have actually daily complimentary yoga classes for our guests. We have two main areas where guests can join the classes. We have this one, which you see is the yoga pavilion, is the larger area. We also have a smaller yoga deck. The classes are either in the morning time or the evening time, and we have four different type of yoga instructors, all local certified yoga instructors, and we have from all different type of difficulties. So if you're a beginner in yoga, you can come and try it out. I'm a beginner and I tried it out this last week, and was very refreshing and rejuvenating. Or you can also join different types of Pilates classes, which we also have available, meditation classes, more breathing type of classes. So with that, we really try to ensure that the guests have a very relaxing type of feel during their stay here. We also have a full functioning gym that they can also pass by, and of course our Caribbean Balinese type of Spa del Sol, which is our spa, which also has very refreshing massages, body scrubs, body wraps, facials, manicures, pedicures, everything.
Wow, you really are full service wellness resort.
Correct. We are a very small, intimate resort, but we are fully equipped with every amenity that our guests may want. Correct.
And if you had to pick something that you would say, well, that's a wow experience that you should really not miss out on when you stay at Manchebo, what would that be?
Well, I think the picture already kind of told before me. It's the romantic dinner under the stars for sure. It's very romantic. It's very private and a very one of a kind feel because the sunset here at Aruba, I'm sure a lot of people already know it's breathtaking. So with the romantic aside of the market that we also offer. With that, we have a romantic dinner under the stars. It's every day at 6:30 p.m. and it's very private. We only have 3 tables every night that serves the romantic dinner under the stars. And if you book one of the romantic packages that we have different kinds. We have the romantic getaway package as well as a honeymoon package, which can also be included with the honeymoon and the all-inclusive portion of the package, and then they have this one included in those packages, and it's very beautiful and private, and you get a very like personal type of experience with your loved one.
That sounds amazing. That really does. Just before we round off, are there any like new features or anything, that you think is really unique that you would like to tell the audience about Manchebo?
Yeah, well, I for sure don't want to miss out the opportunity to showcase our newly renovated rooms as well. So we are renovating the lobby as we showcased at the beginning, and we also finished with our renovated deluxe ocean view rooms and oceanfront rooms. And with that, it also has the same contemporary island decor as we could have seen the blue touches that we we have seen in the hospitality lounge. It's from the same designer that helped design this new room with new furnitures, new curtains, sliding doors, and everything. And yes, it has all the amenities with the 42-inch LCD screen. We have a mini refrigerator, the safety deposit box. We also have a little cooler, which we could put our service frio as we see before our video started. And then we also have the small amenities in the bathroom with the shampoo, conditioners, body gel, and if also needed, we can also add a microwave in the room if that's something that you want.
Oh,
As
cool.
you can see, this is a king size bedroom, so it's very nice as well.
Yeah, the view. I mean, just imagine sitting on that veranda, that balcony, and overlooking the beautiful ocean view at Manchebo. I'm sure a lot of people watching right now wish they were there. And
Yes, of course. So
certainly love-
that's why the invitation stays here for whenever you're ready to come down here at Manchebo, and we have a very hospitable staff ready to host you.
Well, I know I have, not sure if I've stayed, but I've been many times, and it's true. You know, it's really welcoming. The food is great. The beach is amazing. So yes, I hope lots of people from the UK will make their way to Manchebo as soon as it's possible. Sabina, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you
and
for
for
the
taking the time
invitation.
to talk about your beautiful property. Do stay in touch and let us know if there's anything new, anything exciting happening that we should know about. And we wish you all the best with the completion of the renovations. Masha
Thank
Danki.
you so much.
So that brings us to almost the end of the show. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we had, but the videos will be added to the broadcast after recording so you can still watch them. But we would, without further ado, like to end on this note. I see we're still having a few technical hiccups, so
It's
the videos,
okay.
yeah, the
You can
videos
also
will
pass by
be
our new redesigned website. We have our website, manchebo.com. It's also completely new. My manager is very proud of it. And so if you have a chance, go check it out. And you'll
definitely manchebo.com, right?
Correct, yes.
Definitely. Okay, well, people can get some inspiration on the website for sure. And before we round off, here are all our guests: Boardwalk, Aruba Walking Tours, and Manchebo Beach Resort and Spa. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this Around Aruba the Series UK edition. We hope to see you again soon. And good luck with all the new developments, and keep us posted and updated on everything that's going on the island. Thank you very much. Masha Danki.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.